Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to all audience and panelists. My name is Safi Shahmi bin Muhammad Asri as your moderator today. It was a great day for us to discuss about our last engineering seminar session or industrial talk about oil and gas industry presented by IR Technologies Muhammad Nizam Abu Saman, who is experienced 15 years in instrumentation, control system, telecommunication in oil and gas industry. So, a little bit background about our presenter. He also a professional engineer by Board of Engineer Malaysia. He also a professional technologist by MBOT, also corporate member of IEM Instrumentation and Control, ASEAN Chartered Professional Engineer ACPE, and Turf Raylan Certified Functional Safety Engineer. So before we go through, I will introduce our panel today. First panel is Shiva Arjun, anak lelaki kanan. Second panel, Muhammad Akmal Hazim bin Nasrul. Our third panel today is Chong Kit Lim. And our last panel is Muhammad Afiq Izzuddin bin Maisa. So we don't wasting our time. My first question for first panel is, what are the offshore facilities available? And in your opinion, what kind of working environment should one expect from working offshore?
Okay. There's a lot of offshore facilities that is available in offshore industry. The first one that I would like to talk about is production platform. There are four types of production platform, which is conventional fixed production platform, spa production platform, compliant tower production platform, and mode tension leg production platform. There is also other facilities such as semi-submersible drilling rigs, floating production storage and offloading facilities, subsea completion, and tieback to hosting facility and flow lines. All of these are used to drill wells, to extract and process oil and natural gas, and to temporarily store the product until it can be brought to the shore for refining and marketing. So working condition is, in my opinion, is can be physically demanding, especially if they are undertaken in difficult conditions such as extreme weather. There will be a 24-hour operation with two shifts, one from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and another one from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Workers have to follow operating standards and a strict procedure to ensure their safety while working. So that's all from me, moderator. Thank you.
So thank you for first panel on the explanation that has been given. Move to second panel, Mr. Muhammad Akmal Hazim bin Nasrul. My question is, what is the career as an instrument and control engineer in industry oil and gas?
Okay, Assalamualaikum. Career as an instrumentation and control engineer. Instrumentation and control engineer have five. I guess is operation and maintenance, design and engineering, construction and fabrication, commissioning and startup, system integrator and system fabricator, and gas turbine maker. Okay, first, operation and maintenance. Operation and maintenance, preventive maintenance, corrective maintenance or troubleshooting, maintenance plan, spare part management, prepare yearly OPEX budget, maintenance contract management, procure and purchase material. Normally the position is instrumentation engineer, control system engineer, DCS engineer, instrumentation and control engineer. Okay, we move to design and engineering. In design and engineering, we prepare the instrumentation specification, design system architecture of the control system, sizing control valve, shutdown valve, and prepare instrumentation drawings, process cost and effect. Third, The instrumentation and control and engineer is construction and fabrication. In shipyard and in fabrication yard, we have project management team, plan and monitor progress on construction and installation activities of field instruments such as cable laying, installation of transmitter, WAF, cable trays, PLC or ICSS cabinets, and skids. Manage contractor and subcontractor, quality insurance, and quality control. Normally, job scope will combine scope for electrical and instrument. Project engineer or Q or QC engineer and E&I engineer. We move to construction and fabrication. Design, engineer of the process key and monitor progress on construction and installation activities of field instruments such as cable laying, installation of transmitter, actuated WAF, cable trays, PLC control panel. The process kit, metering kit, water injection kit, chemical injection kit, glycol dehydration unit, gas kit. Normally, job scope will combine scope for electrical and instrumentation like construction and fabrication. And the last is gas turbine maker. Gas turbine maker is the company who design, fabricate, and perform logic programming for the control system, generator control system, compressor control system. The engineer from system integrator will perform the commissioning and functional test or service job for the control system of field instruments at client facilities such as offshore platform or onshore plant. Okay, that's all for me. We back to the Syahmi.
Thank you, Mr. Muhammad Akmal bin Nasrul, on the explanation that has been given. So, there is a lot of posts that available in oil and gas industry. Move to our third panel. This is Chong Kit Lim. The previous panel has mentioned there's a lot about of posts about instrumentation job in oil and gas industry. So my question is, in your opinion, what is related when we work in field instrumentation in process industry?
So, okay, first of all, instrument can define as a measuring instrument device or equipment for measurements such as measuring physical identities like weight, length, time, weather, temperature, volume, and more, or can define as monitoring and control the process plant. So there have four types of instrument measurement, which is temperature, pressure, level, flow, and the last one, final control element is valve. So we can use the P and ID can define as piping and instrumentation diagram. It is a drawing for detailed diagram in the process industry, which show the piping and versus in the process flow together with the instrumentation and control device. The purpose for the PNID used in engineering project is to better understand the design condition of an engineering project. The second is display the component of an actual physical process flow that often using in engineering projects such as like setting up the steam boiler, heat exchanger, and electric boiler. So that's all from my parts. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chong Kit Lim, on the explanation. So now we have know that instrumentation job is very important in oil and gas industry. Moving to our last panel, Muhammad Afiq Izzuddin bin Mat Isa. In your opinion, what are the requirement to work as an instrument engineer, and what subject that related in FTKEE?
Okay, thank you to our moderator,
Mr. Safi Syahmi. Okay, this question that given to me is what are the requirements to work as instrument engineer? Okay. The requirement to work as instrument engineer, we have 4 skill. For example, okay, the first skill is piping and instrument diagram, PNID. The second one is principle of field instrumentation measurement. For example, know how to use the pressure transmitter. The pressure transmitter, the function is how to measure the pressure inside pipe and vessel. Okay, next is the level transmitter. So the third example is temperature transmitter, and lastly is flow transmitter. Okay, the next skill is control system. For example, distribute control system, SCADA, and lastly is PLC. Okay, the last skill is electrical and instrument drawing. For example, that we know is electrical schematic, single and third phase, data diagram. Next is loop drawing or transmission drawing. And lastly is motor control and motor starter. For the skill that we know, we need to know how it works and how to apply in our works. So that's all from me for the first answer. So the next question is subject related in FTKE. Okay, the first subject in FTKE we have PLC and automation, which is in semester 5. For the code is BEA 3464. And the next we have in semester 6, the subject is pneumatic and hydraulic. The code is BEA 3443. And for the elective, we have 2 subjects. The first one is in the industrial process control, and the code is BEA 4813. And the second one is distribute control system. The code is BEA 4833. And the lastly is for professional certificate preparation course, we have 1 subject, which is programmable logic control or PLC for the level 1 and the level 2. The code subject is BEE 3100. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Muhammad Afiq Izzuddin bin Maisa. Okay. So I want to thank I would like to thank you to all panelists that participate in this forum. There's a lot knowledge about oil and gas industry that we get from our panel. So as conclusion, if we want to get into oil and gas industry, we need to have an interest in this career, because if we don't have the interest and passion in this career, it will affect our job environment. As we know, our last panel said, there's a lot of subject that related in FTKE. So there's a lot a tough subject must be passed and learned by the student. Next, we also need to prepare and add ourselves with new skill. For example, knowledge about piping and instrumentation diagram, which is PNID, or in control system, we have SCADA, PLC, and DCS. This skill is very useful when we enter the oil and gas industry. So lastly, I would like to thanks again to our panelists that participate in this forum session. Hopefully, this forum can give a beneficially to all audience. And thank you.